If you've observed any paramotor pilot that has really dialed in their launches, you'll notice that they have no problem only taking a few steps into the air. Next time you're watching them, pay close attention to their posture. Here's why it's so important. If you are in the habit of leaning forward on your launches, this is adding more weight to your legs, making your job harder and just plain awkward. In addition, there is now opposing force on your glider, requiring more speed and time over a greater distance to produce the lift required for takeoff. Simply leaning back makes you and your wings job so much easier. Drilling this exercise is pivotal in making launches looking and feeling clean. And today I'm excited to share with you my coaching strategy to making a lean back drill relaxing, comfortable, and safe. Do me a favor by hitting that like and subscribe button, and then let's jump right in. Before throwing that motor on your back and going straight into the lean back drill, it's a really good idea to actually pre-flight your motor. If you don't have a process nailed down just yet, I highly recommend checking out this video right here where I'll walk you through step by step my process of remembering and flowing through my pre-flight checklist. I am personally guilty of running out of gas during a lean back drill, landing me straight on my back. So do your pre-flight, or in this case, a pre-lean back. And with that out of the way, let's jump into step one where we're going to talk about stance. So one of the primary errors that I made during my embarrassing turtle experience was the fact that my feet were together instead of in an athletic stance. Having one leg back, even slightly, can prevent you from going over if that motor does quit on you. In addition, your rear leg can provide you with confidence, expanding your comfort zone and allowing you to get a really good lean. Once we have our feet in position, we can move on to step two with the initial power. The goal should be to feel that motor pushing against your back first before thinking about leaning back. The reason being is that we want to avoid leaning back prematurely and then having to catch ourselves with power. Throughout this experience, you want to be as confident and comfortable as possible. At no point should you feel unstable or uncertain. Let's say that we're on our takeoff run and we start leaning back before we have power. This will force us to catch ourselves and likely do this in an uncoordinated way and bring in too much power too quickly, bucking us forward and then likely oscillating the power as well as the pitch of the wing from there, and this likely will not end in your favor. So take your time rolling onto that initial power, and once you feel the support of that propeller, then we can move on to step three on the actual lean back. So once we have settled into an even RPM, then we can start getting our head and our shoulders back against the motor. As you do this, it's a really great idea to fixate on a point on the horizon that is going to serve as your anchor point, and it's going to help you balance as you move through this drill. As you begin to lean back and start building trust in that thrust, keep it simple and within your comfort zone. Keep in mind that a little bit goes a long way. There's no need to reenact the Matrix on this. Really quickly, guys, before I move on to step 4 and 5, I would like to shout out the current members of my Patreon. They are monetarily supporting what I'm doing here on this channel to help me spread the word of safer, smarter flying to the paramotor community. There are different subscription tiers available starting at only $5 a month, and every dollar helps me continue doing what I love here on YouTube. You can check out the link in the description below. So once you have settled into that power and you've started leaning back and are feeling nice and secure, you're ready for the next challenge. With your eyes still on that anchor point in front of you, start taking steps very gradually and securely towards that point. And as you're doing this, try to let your back foot linger back here as long as possible before quickly changing positions. This minimizes the time where you're not going to be able to catch yourself if that motor decides to betray you. This will train your brain to maintain a constant power setting, lean back angle, and stride. Once your thighs are cooked and you're ready to stop the madness, simply allow that thrust to bring you back upright. Be prepared to run off any additional power being produced by that propeller that is spinning down. All right, and now I'll finish with some bonus tips for you guys. The first one I have for you here is to breathe through it. The key to a smooth launch is a smooth mental space as well as an oxygenated body. Practicing your breath work during these types of drills will help remind you to breathe when it really counts. My second tip for you here is to actually rehearse the control of the glider while you're doing your lean back walk. And this is kind of like icing on the top, but if you can maintain power setting, maintain lean back, maintain stride, and control your glider during this practice, you're gonna blow yourself away when it comes time to actually doing it for real. My third tip for you here is to understand the difference a wing makes. What I mean by this is simply the fact that when you're doing a lean back drill without a glider over your head, your thighs are having to stop you as you're running. And we do not want to transfer this tendency over into our real life launches. Simply allow those feet to coast. Let those wheels free spin as the wing and the motor controls your speed. I hope you find this information beneficial. I highly recommend revisiting this drill if you feel like your launches need a tune-up. With enough practice, it's really going to show on your next launch. If you would, I would love it if you kept me posted on your progress in the comment section below. Before I sign off, I plan to do my first live video soon, reviewing flight footage of launches, landings, and anything in between. I've linked my email down in the description below. Send me your good, bad, and ugly clips, and I'll let you know when I go live. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is LiftedPPG. My name's Micah Stevens. Don't forget to take that deep breath, and I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.